This was reposted by a conservative account. Of Republican Representative Nancy Mace, who has gotten quite the reputation for performative politics in committee hearings and on the House floor, and flipping out when, you know, getting into fights with Jasmine Crockett. Here we go. Here's just one from 3 minutes ago. The title of this, I don't even know which moment this was of them fighting. Just says, "All hell breaks loose when Nancy Mace claps back at Jasmine Crockett," is all I see here.
Any further members seek recognition?
Mr. Chair.
Chair, recognize Ms. Crockett.
I have an amendment at the desk.
So there's 5. Will the clerk?
Okay, we're not going to watch the whole thing. Let's get to 450 when she starts fighting with Crockett.
Courage and
Mace.
That we are going to reinstitute this particular subcommittee because, unfortunately, I don't see the type of courage that the people that served back in the 60s had coming out of some of our colleagues. And so I'm asking you to do the courageous thing today and just institute a subcommittee that would make sure that we are looking out for those protections of everyone in this country, to make sure that we have real freedom, something that we all supposedly espouse to believe in. And with that, I will yield.
Mr. Chairman.
Ladies, time's expired. Any
Oh boy, here we go.
seek recognition?
Yes.
Mr. Higgins? Oh, Ms. Mace was first. I'm sorry, Ms. Mace.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Again, I don't know what's going on today. I find it.
And by the way, she's right in front of her is Marjorie Taylor Greene. So you just know that they've got some bright minds over there.
Extremely rich and offensive. So we're talking about civil rights. I'm the former ranking member on the Civil Rights Subcommittee, something I believe in civil rights and civil liberties of all Americans. And we were talking about infringement of individual people. Also, quote, the right to privacy of individuals. Coming from a party that can't define what a woman is and won't give women the right to privacy. You all want men with penises, chicks with dicks, in the bathroom with us. You want women to be forced to undress in front of men in the locker room and in dressing rooms. And it's so hypocritical for you to sit here and say and be, you know, screaming from the rooftops about the right to privacy and civil rights when you don't respect women.
So her argument, there's an argument about right to privacy and civil rights, and she's like, "Oh, you care about that? What about women with penises going into the bathroom? Don't they have a right to privacy?" Now, the reason I'm using this clip outside of all the other clips, not only is because of the title, "All Hell Breaks," you know, very over the top, YouTube loving title, but it's because of the focus that she tends to have. It's always trans people or LGBT. Miss Mace has always had a bone to pick with LGBT people, either in her public messaging, in her social media tirades, or when she gets into fights about sometimes like completely like unrelated topics, and then pivots into, "Well, if you care about X, then why aren't you with me on the queers?"
And you don't respect women who've been raped, women who are victims of sexual abuse. And you want me, a victim of rape, a survivor of rape, to go into a locker room and be forced to undress in front of a man? You have to be effing kidding me. So I don't want to hear about you talk about rights, individual rights, civil rights, because you can't find the courage from the 60s to fight for women all around America, fight for women like me, every single woman. And as a rape survivor, I shouldn't have to explain to you why women have rights and why women, when we're in the bathroom, when we're in the locker room, when we're in a dressing room, why
The discussion now is women having rights. Anyway, Mace engages in a very hyperbolic way of speaking that I think is the poison in our politics. My problem with her isn't like, look, a lot of women are not comfortable with XYZ. She could present politics in that way, but she knows that the way to get attention now, the way to get all of the people to get their eyes on you, is to go, you know, is to go over the top, like, you don't care about women being grabbed and pinned down. It's like, really? Jasmine Crockett over there does not care about that? I don't think that there's a person in that room who is not anti that happening to women, right? This is a type of politics that you must demonize the other. You must go over the top 10 ways from Sunday if you're going to survive. It's not a politics of productivity. It's not a politics of introducing and passing legislation. It's not a politics of reform. It's not a politics of striving for something better. It's a politics of Sunday fear factor, of breaking news. Other scary group have come for your child. It's the politics of against. You know, what are you for? And I wanted to show an example of that. And that's why I'm sorry we made that pivot, but this is just a perfect example of it, because this is her interacting with a resident, a voter, somebody who votes, somebody who has rights, somebody who wants to be represented in legislatures. This person sees her at a store, and so he walks up to her as a citizen, since she is a duly elected representative that is supposed to represent the citizenry, and he asks her, when is she going to hold a town hall? She then informs him, according to her, and what she says in this video, that she's already had one. So then he asks a follow-up question, and this is all we know that's happened. We don't know how many times it was asked, etc. But he asked a follow-up question of, when will she hold the next one? Obviously indicating that he did not get to go to that town hall. He was not informed about what town hall occurred, if one did occur, and he would like to participate in one in the future because he probably has some sort of burning question for his elected representative that he would like to ask them in a controlled setting with cameras and the public so he can get answers. He then responds to him that she voted for gay marriage. Now, if you don't understand how one thing follows the next, and if you think that is a little bit of a pivot from what was being discussed, you would be right. But because the man in question speaks in a slightly flamboyant way, she assumes that the man is a homosexual. He might be. I would, I have a pretty decent DAR. I would say that, odds are in your favor, if you spin the magic 8-ball. But none of this had to do with gay marriage, whether or not the person who's asking you when's your next public town hall is gay, leading to a very bizarre interaction, showing somebody who's hyper obsessed with the LGBT people, even to the point of being more obsessed with gays than gays.
I do them every year.
Every year.
You want to keep going?
Do you want
to keep going and keep harassing me? You could have gone to a dozen town halls last year.
I asked if you're doing any more this year. It was one simple question.
Yeah.
Are you doing a town
I've
hall
already
this year?
done one. I'll do plenty
Are you doing
more.
any more this year? It was a simple question.
You're always invited.
Okay, sweet. Well, look
And
out
by
for
the
an
way,
actual invitation.
I voted for gay marriage twice.
What does that have to do with
So
me?
I'm just saying, it has everything to do with you.
Do you think everything about me has to do with gay marriage?
I do,
That's
absolutely.
your first stance when you
Yep.
speak with me?
Absolutely.
There's no other humane
If you want to get in my
conversation you
face
can have
about town
me?
halls, you should have shown up
There's
to
no
one
other
last
humane
year.
thing you can talk about me just saying, oh, I support gay marriage.
Yeah,
That's the
because
only
you're
thing you
getting
have
in
to
my face
say.
about a town hall. You
All I
could
did
have
was
gone
ask you one
last year.
simple question from right
Would you
over
like
here
me?
is if you have any plans to have more town halls this year.
I have town
That was
halls
one
every year.
question.
I have over a dozen
Okay.
every year.
Great. That was my entire question. You didn't have to go
Yeah.
into the spiel about
You
everything
could have
else
you
wanted
could
to.
have come to any of them last year.
Okay. And I'm
I had
asking you
over a
about this year, not
dozen.
2024. But
Where
for
were you the year
right?
before that?
Okay.
Or the year before that?
It was a simple
Oh,
question. I
because
asked
you know
if
what?
have
Because you
any more that
people
you're
on the
going to
left
this
are
year or not.
crazy.
So I'm
You're
on the left.
absolutely fucking crazy.
I'm absolutely fucking
You are.
crazy.
And get out of my face.
You're insane.
Goodbye.
You're insane.
Fuck you.
You're gonna fuck me, and you're
Yep.
gonna be voted
Bye.
out so fast this year. I
I'm
can't
not.
wait for you to fucking
I'm
go
not.
into
I
the
won by
dirt.
so much.
You're a disgrace to the state. That's what you are. You're a disgrace. I asked you a simple question, and you just to go on this tirade and tell me "fuck you."
Yeah, fuck you.
Disgusting.
Get out of my face.
Fuck you. How about
Get
that?
out of my face.
You're nasty.
Try it again. What's your
You're a
name?
nasty bitch.
What's your
You're a
name?
nasty bitch. That's
Okay, see, that's why I said, okay, odds of being gay, a little high. Okay, my gaydar is going, okay. Look, all I'm saying is some of the bars I'd go to, I think I'd see him there when he's looking at you saying you're a nasty bitch. I mean, that is... So, I mean, like, I don't think she darred him wrong, but it's just so... It's this whole interaction... I'm sorry, I gotta let it finish this, but this whole interaction is so bizarre. She's so terminally online and is so used to seeing every human interaction through the perspective of a smartphone screen, of seeing somebody yelling at somebody or being yelled out and being able to pitch it as liberal freaks out or homosexual confronts brave Christian woman. And that's the only way you present interaction that this guy comes up to you and says, like, when's your next town hall? And you're like, are you a homosexual? Why haven't you paid me due respect for thinking you can love as well? Aren't you gay? Aren't you gay? Aren't you gay? Which is not how she said it, but is what she said. That's how it gets read. He even's like, why are we talking about gay, man? He even says, is that all I am? Am I gay? And she's like, yeah, yes. I looked at, I see gay, it's gay. You're gay, didn't you? Did you think about that? Gay homosexual?
To go on this tirade and tell me fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Disgusting.
Get out of my face.
Fuck you. How about
Get out of my face.
You're nasty.
Try it again. What's your
You're a
name?
nasty bitch.
What's your
You're a
name?
nasty bitch. That's
What's
my
your name?
You say fuck me?
Yep, I
That's
sure
the
did.
first thing you're saying to me is fuck me for
Absolutely.
asking you a question?
Get the fuck out of my face.
Fuck you.
Now.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Oh, that's
You couldn't take me on, baby. Stay the fuck away from me.
What does that mean? You couldn't take me on. I'm sorry. I've seen Nancy Mace. If she means like in a debate or conversation, she act like a child here. Okay. He cleared her. He cleared her. Okay. That's number one. Number two, if she means in a fight, okay. I don't mean to be mean. Okay. But okay. Gays can bash back. And that man looking at that build and knowing her scrawny ostrich build, he just needs to fall on her. He didn't need to fall on her wrong, and it is over. So I don't know what she mean. Like I don't know if she meant physically or if she meant this way. I have no clue. You couldn't take me on. He's like a random guy who came up and asked you when your next town hall is, and then immediately you inquired about his propensities towards vag or deek. Like that was your immediate inclination. I'm sorry. I need to watch this one more time. This is such a strange experience. I need to just do a play-by-play.
I do them every year.
every year.
You want to keep
Are you
going?
gonna do any more this
Do you want
year?
to keep going
Are
and
you
keep
gonna do it?
harassing me?
I'm asking if
You
you're
could
gonna
have
have any more
gone to
town
a
halls this
dozen
year.
town halls last year.
I asked if you're doing any more this year. It was one simple.
And again, a dozen town halls last year. It's not 2024 anymore. It's a new year. There's massive tariffs. The war in Ukraine is still going on after Trump said he would end it in 24 hours. Grocery prices are up. Steel, aluminum, copper, wood prices are up. Car prices are up. Mortgages are up. Because of the cost of construction materials are going up, the cost of insuring homes are going to go up because when homes do burn down, it's going to be more expensive to rebuild them. When mortgages and insurance are going up at the same time, those are not good things unless you're already in the safety belt. You already got the house, then maybe. But if you're not in that boat, you're somebody from my generation, you're a Zoomer or you're a millennial, And hell, that's not even saying like the cost of, the increased cost for consumers is still bad for even the people who already got in the safety boat, already got the house. Who, when their values go up, it's not a negative. Why would she be so like, I had 12 last year? It's a very weird response. It's a new year. You're a representative. You check in once a year.
Question.
Yeah.
Are you doing a
I've already done one. I'll do plenty
Are you doing
more.
any more this year? It was a simple question.
You're always invited.
Okay, sweet. Well, look
And
out
by
for
the
it.
way,
At what point did this fail in my mind? And I know like you could feel like there's a certain amount of like non-positivity here, but immediately when she shifts to I voted for gay marriage, that's when this conversation derailed, because she doesn't know it, but she just typecasted like so hard. I mean, I don't even know if she's smart enough to recognize it, but like, I mean, this is like the equivalent. I don't know how to like. It's like you go up to like a black guy and says, hello, I want you to know I support HBCUs. Like, I don't know how else to, like that's what you just did. It was like, you don't like me? Didn't you know I think black people should read? I think they should be able to go to college and read, Mr. Black person. Excuse me, Mr. Homosexual. Don't you know that I think you should be like not thrown in prison for marrying somebody? Who gives you the right to ask me for a town hall? I think, I even believe that you should have a right or two. It's just, she's so far up her own hooch. She needs to get out. You need like a crane to get her out.
You're always invited.
Okay, sweet. Well, look
And
out
by
for
the
an actual
way,
invitation.
I voted for gay marriage twice.
What does that have to do with
so
me?
I'm just saying, it has everything to do with you.
Do you think everything about me has to do with gay marriage?
I do,
That's
absolutely.
your first stance when you
Yep.
speak with me?
What a wild thing to say to somebody. All he has to do is with gay marriage. Gay marriage was settled years ago. This is not like preserving it is important to the, but it's not even like a top LGBT, like, oh God, we got to get to the ballot box to vote gay marriage again. It's not on the ballot. And I mean, how the Supreme Court moves, that might have impacts, et cetera, but it's not on the ballot. What a strange voter interaction. This is not a woman made for politics. She will not survive in the political game. She's not long for this.
There's no
Absolutely.
other humane
If you want to get in my
conversation you
face
can have
about town
me.
halls, you should have shown up
There's
to
no
one
other
last
humane
year.
thing you can talk about me just saying, oh, I support gay marriage.
Yeah,
That's the
because
only
you're
thing you
getting
have
in
to
my face
say.
about a town hall. You
Oh, I
could have
just
gone
asked you one
last year.
simple question from right
Would you
over
like
here
me?
is if you have.
Okay, I can't watch this again, but oh my God. Every second here was painful. What a strange woman. And look, again, this is a right-wing account. I got to look at the comments to what people are saying. I don't think he was unreasonable or threatening. Not threatening at all. He asked a question and she lost her cool and posted it on X. Voting for gay marriage doesn't mean you get to skip town halls or dodge accountability. Being a representative means showing up, not throwing a fit when asked a basic question. Did she think this made her look good? I'm cringing at this. Extremely strange interaction. We found one in favor of her. It's the only one we found ratioed so far. She's right. Gays make being gay their entire personality. This guy absolutely does. He gets offended when he's called out because we see him. This is a 1 minute, 50-second clip, 40-second clip of this person. He doesn't even talk about being gay in this clip. He's just like flamboyant. He's got shorts on. That's too much. You should have packed it up a little bit more. Put on some jeans and a flannel. My goodness. What a strange interaction.
Occurred.
Mace needs to be in UFC, not politics.
Maybe. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate that, Dave Wilson.